I kid you no lie. I could legit only get through about 15 minutes of Friday Night Smackdown on Friday before I had to turn it off. And I was like, maybe I'm not ready for this right now. And give it some time to just, just step away from this. And then today on Sunday, let's just go back to the drawing board, watch it, get through it, and then you can do your video, because that video package that WWE put together for Bray Wyatt at the beginning of SmackDown was so beautiful. They were showcasing the accomplishments that he had in WWE, his best moments in the ring, Firefly Funhouse, his promos, all this stuff. They were showing the relationships that he was able to develop in and out of the ring. But when they showed his children and JoJo, his fiance, and that's when I broke. And then the rocking chair. That was like, that was the nail right there in the wall. That was nailed in the wall. That it solidified everything for me, and it just really made it even more real. I love that WWE was able to do a tribute to both Terry Funk and Bray Wyatt. It's insane that we lost both of these two men in the same week. I don't know about you guys, and I know I haven't done a SmackDown review in a while now, but I'm still in shock that Rey Mysterio has the United States Championship and not Santos Escobar. Now, not saying that Rey doesn't deserve it. Of course he deserves it. Like, he's a freaking veteran. He's a living legend. Okay, but I know what I wanted, but I mean, it is what it is. Let bygones be bygones. I can move forward. I can move past it. This match between Grayson and Rey was solid. It was competitive. I enjoyed it. It was a great first match of the night. What it peeved my soul, obviously, was when Austin Theory came out and was trying to mess things up for Rey Mysterio. Like, the utter disrespect. Like, I know you big mad because you lost your title and people care more about the United States Championship now that Rey Mysterio has it, because let's just be honest here. Let's just be real. Rey Mysterio getting, in the grand scheme of things, when I look and take a step back, Rey getting this United States Championship belt was needed, okay? You guys can fight me on this. You guys can be like, especially you Austin Theory fans. No disrespect to y'all, still love y'all, but I have to say the value of the US title started dwindling as time went on, with Austin Theory being the champion of that belt. And with Rey getting it, it is a great way for WWE to build back up the value of that belt, with Austin Theory trying to come out and interrupt stuff and get in the way. I'm so glad that Santos Escobar came out. I'm thoroughly interested in seeing what they're going to do next with these four men, because I'm seeing Austin Theory and Grayson Waller banding together against Santos Escobar and Rey Mysterio. And speaking of Rey, I'm glad that he was able to pick up the W in this match against Grayson. And for Payback, this is going to be an interesting match. I hope that Rey Mysterio pushes Austin Theory to the limit. Now, with this WWE Women's Championship match, I enjoyed it. I felt like it was really good. It did two things as it should have. For the champion, Io Sky, it demonstrated how good she is as a champion and why she deserves the WWE Women's title right here, right now. Despite Damage Control, Bayley and Dakota Kai, despite that, this match was great at showing that Io Sky can stand on her own in the ring, that she doesn't always need help from her two stablemates. And then on the other side, with Zelina Vega, she came out on her own. She's with LWO. She's the underdog, but she's so underrated and she's so full of energy, and she is fiery, okay? Like, despite our girl being the girl is good in the ring, and I'm glad that she was able to showcase that. And I'm glad that they're building Zelina Vega as a legitimate contender for the Women's Championship. We need more women being built up in the division to look like a threat to Io Sky's reign. And of course, Io Sky was able to retain the women's championship. And I mean, kudos to Boo Boo. Of all the people to pay a tribute to Hall of Famer Terry Funk, Cody Rhodes was a great pick. And I am not as versed in Terry Funk's entire career in the wrestling business, but I learned so much in a short amount of time, and I already had respect for him as a legend. The fact that this man, Terry, had a 5-decade career in that he was in, like, I already knew that he was in several different wrestling promotions, but I mean, I didn't know it was that many. I'm actually in awe of his work. And like, the first introduction I had to Terry Funk was a couple of years ago. Quite honestly, I think it was a match against Cactus Jack. And that match, holy macaroni and cheese. I was traumatized. It was a lot. It was a whole lot. And I've seen other clips where this man was in death matches and barbed wire and explosions and all this stuff. Like, one thing I could say about Terry Funk is that this man put his body through the ringer. Like, he put his heart, his soul, and his body into his work as a pro wrestler. And I have nothing but respect for that. And it just, oh my goodness. And he did it for the fans. He did it for our entertainment. Can you talk about selfless worker in the wrestling business? Like, my gosh. And I love that they were talking about how Terry was so willing to put over other wrestlers. I'm just glad that they took the time to really go in and show Terry Funk's accolades and his impact on the wrestling business. So this match wasn't very ECW Terry Funk hardcore like brawl that I was expecting. It was still hard hitting and it was still good, and it was definitely physical, and I saw sides of Street Profits that I'd never saw before. And for them to go up against Brawling brutes, it literally made sense. You throw in Bobby Lashley, him coming out and him helping. Like, I ain't never seen Street Profits ever need help. But with I wasn't mad about it because they got the W. And it's funny because throughout the entire match, people in the crowd were just like, we want a table. Like, we were waiting for the chairs, the ladders, the tables. Like, we thought things were going to get booked. Wow! Thankfully, we did get a table spot at the end. What I would be interested to see is WWE to possibly continue the feud between Street Profits and Brawling Brutes. I mean, if they're going to be producing matches like this, I want to see them develop this feud between these two and keep it going, because I mean, I'm freaking invested. And I mean, why don't we just throw Sheamus into the mix here? I mean, you got Bobby interfering and helping the Street Profits. Why don't we have Sheamus come out and then, I mean, I don't know, we get a 6-man tag team? Let's get it going. The promo that LA Knight cut, the first part when he was talking about Bray Wyatt, and even the part where he was talking about The Miz, was chef's kiss, top tier. We all remember he had a match against Bray Wyatt during the Royal Rumble. Some people liked it, some people didn't. I thought it was theatrical. I'm happy that LA Knight was able to have that moment with Bray Wyatt, and LA Knight crediting Bray Wyatt for preparing him for the career that he's having right now, the push that he's getting. We weren't exactly friends, and I mean, Bray put me through stuff and I put him through stuff in our matches and our little feud that we had, but he respects him and he acknowledges how impactful Bray Wyatt was and still is even after his passing. And then transitioning coming at Miz's neck.
I have too much bass in my voice right now. LA Knight's just a fad.
And him even, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I am liking this feud between LA Knight and The Miz. I mean, come on. Both of these men have an ego bigger than the stadiums that they wrestle in. I am so looking forward to seeing what WWE is going to do with these two men, and their match at Payback is going to be juicy, juicy, juicy. Now, while it was weird to see Finn Balor on SmackDown, this match is so monumental. I don't know if people really get it in their brain. LA Knight won fair and square. Now, first and foremost, I feel like this was one of my favorite matches of the night. It's Finn freaking Balor. Judgment Day being the most dominant faction in WWE right now, and Finn Balor being such a main eventer. It's Finn Balor. LA Knight going up against Finn Balor, going toe to toe with this man and giving him a run for his money and winning clean. Monumental. This was a step in the right direction for LA Knight. Finally. This is huge. This is huge. This is building on LA Knight's momentum right now. And this is great as we're going into Payback for next week. So guys, let me know what you thought about Friday Night Smackdown. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more episodes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Signing off. Bye.